might think you've got Cristiano Ronaldo all figured out, right? Well, think again. Because today we're diving deep into the world of the Portuguese superstar and we're gonna be uncovering 10 mind-blowing secrets you probably never knew. Yup, let's get started. Starting with number 1, Ronaldo's Supercar Saga. Now imagine this. In August 2021, Ronaldo signed a jaw-dropping $72 million deal to return to Manchester United. He's on top of the world, and what's the first thing he does? He goes car shopping. Yup, Ronaldo splurges on a brand spanking new SUV and a sleek Bentley Flying Spur. I mean, can you blame the guy? The man's got a taste for the finer things in life. But little did Ronaldo know that the new manager at Manchester United was a strict, no-nonsense type. And he had a rule: no supercars allowed. Yep, you heard me right. Now, can you imagine being him in this situation? You've just treated yourself to these incredible machines and suddenly you're told, sorry mate, but you can't drive them. That's a superstar-sized dilemma, right? And the catch was, if you dared to break this rule, you were looking at a one-way ticket to the bench. No playing for you. Now, number 2 is even more weird, the death scare. We all know that Ronaldo started at the tender age of 15, but at that time, he was just a young prodigy in the making. But guess what? Life throws a curveball. You see, Cristiano's mom noticed something wasn't quite right with her son. He was out of breath, his heart was pounding like a drum line, and she knew something was off. So she rushed him to the hospital. At first, they thought it might be no biggie, just a hiccup, but the x-rays told a different story. You see, when the verdict was in, Cristiano needed surgery and he needed it ASAP. If he didn't go under the knife, there wouldn't be the superstar you see today, and his life would hang in the balance. But those surgeons did magic there. They operated on young Ronaldo and guess what? He was back on the training ground in a matter of days. This life-changing experience had Cristiano realize something profound. He had a second shot at his dreams and he wasn't about to waste it. He dedicated his entire life to the sport, giving it his all, day in and day out. And you know who he owed it to? His best friend, Albert, had always believed in Ronaldo's talent and pushed him to chase that football dream. Now, let's come forward a few years, shall we? Number 3, Ronaldos Tax Game. You see, in 2017, the Spanish government dropped a bombshell on Ronaldo, a whopping tax evasion charge. It turns out that Ronaldo had been channeling a jaw-dropping $17 million into an offshore account, all behind closed doors, from 2011 to 2014. Sneaky, right? Now, the government offered Ronaldo 2 choices: 5 years behind bars or a staggering $28 million fine. Can you even imagine one of the greatest footballers of all time spending 5 years in the slammer? But let's be real, there was no way Ronaldo was giving up his beloved football career for a 5-year prison stint. So he opted for the mammoth fine, and you know what? His contracts were raking in enough cash to easily cover that colossal debt. Number 4, Ronaldo's best buddy. Remember Albert? Well, these guys were like peas in a pod, both obsessed with football. The day of the Under-18 Championship arrived, and guess what? A scout from Sporting Lisbon, a renowned football academy, was in the crowd to recruit talent. The pressure was on, and this was their big chance to shine. But here's the twist. Only one of them could get that golden academy offer. Now, you'd expect the competition to be fierce, right? Well, what happened next might be unexpected. Ronaldo scored the first goal, and then Albert, his best friend, pulled off a stunning header from another point. But when the game hung in the balance with a clear shot, Albert did something that would leave you in awe. Instead of taking the shot himself, he passed the ball to Ronaldo, who scored the third goal. So they won the game, but Sporting Lisbon signed only one player, Cristiano Ronaldo. When a journalist caught up with Albert years later and asked him why he made that selfless decision, he simply replied, "You're better than me." Wow, right? But here's where the story gets even more incredible. Fast forward, and that same journalist couldn't help but wonder what happened to Albert after he gave up his football dreams. She arrived at his house and was in for a jaw-dropping surprise. Albert now lived in a mega mansion surrounded by a jaw-dropping collection of supercars. When she asked him how he came to this, Albert's response was simple: Ronaldo. Yeah, you heard that right. Ronaldo had supported his friend in such a way that Albert had built an empire, earning millions in the process. And that's what I would say a true friendship is about. What do you say? Anyways, moving on. Number 5, the $1 billion bottle. You see, back during the Euro 2020, the anticipation was sky high, and Ronaldo was gearing up for an important press conference before his match against Hungary. Now, this wasn't just any game, it was a make or break moment. But here's where it gets hilariously awkward. During the press conference, Ronaldo did something that left everyone scratching their heads. He casually swapped out the Coke bottles on the table with water. Yeah, you heard that right. He ditched the sugary fizz for some good old H2O. Now, you might be thinking, what's the big deal, right? Well, let me tell you, this one simple act sent shockwaves through the business world. Before the conference, Coca-Cola's shares were riding high at a mind-boggling $56 billion. But after Ronaldo's water bottle switcheroo, their market value took a nosedive, plummeting to $55 billion. The market value went from $242 billion to $238 billion. And that's a jaw-dropping loss of a whopping $4 billion in market value. Now, for a mega corporation like Coca-Cola, you might think that's just pocket change, but it was still a hilarious and unforgettable moment. Let's move on, alright? Number 6. The Hollywood drama. Now, back in 2010, Ronaldo was dating a drop-dead gorgeous supermodel, and they were the talk of the town. But then, out of nowhere, Ronaldo made a jaw-dropping announcement on Facebook. It was that Ronaldo had just become a father to a baby boy. Yep, you heard me right. The news dropped like a bomb, and at first, fans thought his social media had been hacked. But nope. So here's the thing. During a trip to the United States with his buddies, Ronaldo had a chance encounter with a waitress, and sparks flew. They hit it off, exchanged numbers, and little did Ronaldo know that he was on a fast track to becoming a dad. Now, when the news reached Ronaldo's agent that this waitress was pregnant, let's just say he found himself in quite the pickle. But being the millionaire soccer star that he is, Ronaldo offered her a jaw-dropping $11 million to keep the whole thing under wraps, take full custody of the baby, and vanish from the public eye. To this day, the identity of Junior's mom remains a closely guarded secret, but Ronaldo has hinted that when the time is right, he'll sit down with his son and reveal the truth. Now that's real-life soap opera, right? Number 7. From trash can to Ferrari. In his early days at Sporting Club, Ronaldo was the new kid, and let me tell you, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. No, he was an easy target for the bullies at school. They taunted him relentlessly for daring to dream of becoming a professional football player. But wait, Ronaldo had a little habit of being fashionably late to class. Now, this school had a strict policy where tardy students were tasked with hauling a hefty trash can. But not just any trash can, oh no, they nicknamed it the Ferrari. Every time he was spotted in the hallway lugging the can, the bullies couldn't resist the urge to taunt him. But those guys probably never saw it coming because their teasing only added fuel to his determination. Fast forward to 2023 and Ronaldo has achieved exactly what he set out to do. They never imagined that that same kid they teased for driving the Ferrari would have a garage full of actual Ferraris. Number 8. Rocket kicks and healing jerseys. Now, you might think that you've seen it all, but get ready to be blown away because scientists have discovered something truly mind-boggling about Ronaldo's kicks. His bouncy kicks can easily reach speeds of a mind-boggling 80 miles per hour. But wait, there's more. Take this, a security guard stationed behind the goal during one of Ronaldo's matches. She's there doing her job, minding her own business, when suddenly, one of Ronaldo's famous headers comes rocketing towards her. Boom! Then she goes down. Now, most folks might be in for a world of hurt after a collision like that, but not our man. Well, turns out, all it took to mend our fallen security guard was a gift from the legend himself, his lucky jersey. Number 9. Ronaldo's sheepish mansion escape. Back in 2021, Ronaldo was on top of the world. He's become the first ever football billionaire, he's back with Manchester United, and he's living the high life. He decides to splurge on a luxurious mansion worth a cool $8 million, 7 bedrooms, a movie theater, an indoor gym. It's a dream come true. But little did Ronaldo know that his dreams were about to be shattered by some of the noisiest creatures on the planet. Sheep! Yeah, you heard me right. Sheep. Every single night, these guys outside Ronaldo's mansion would have a field day, keeping the entire family up with their relentless commotion. Can you imagine the chaos? So after weeks of enduring this ovine orchestra, Ronaldo decided he'd had enough. He put the mansion up for sale, packed his bags, and found a new, peaceful abode, all for a mere $4 million. I guess the Sheeps were just trying to give Ronaldo a warm welcome, but he wasn't exactly thrilled about it. Finally, we have number 10, the gravity-defying secret. Remember that epic game against Sampdoria where Ronaldo pulled off a jump that left the entire world in awe? Well, that jump was no ordinary feat. A mind-boggling study revealed that Ronaldo generated a staggering 5 Gs of force on takeoff. That's 5 times more powerful than a cheetah's jump. Ronaldo soared a whopping 28 inches into the air, reaching a staggering height of 2 meters. And to top it all off, he hung there, defying gravity for over a second. Now, that's just plain insane. I mean, we've all heard of Michael Jordan's iconic free throw line dunk, but even that pales in comparison to Ronaldo's header. Jordan only reached a mere meter in the air with a hang time of less than a second. But here's where the story gets even more mind-boggling. Ronaldo's been a student of MJ for years, and guess what? He's been spotted playing basketball and throwing down dunks that put NBA legends like Magic Johnson, Karl Malone, and Larry Bird to shame. When Ronaldo treated those mind-blowing stats, he was hinting at something massive. Rumors are flying that he could be making a jaw-dropping move to the NBA. Can you even imagine the headlines that would make? What do you think? Will he ever make it to the NBA? Do drop your views in the comment section below, and we'll be back with more exciting stuff in the coming days. So you guys better stay tuned. Until then, see ya!